Have you ever had a dream that felt so real, you could almost touch it? Or a sense of déjà vu so strong it sent a shiver down your spine? For most of us, these are just fleeting moments, but what if they weren't? What if they were echoes from a life lived long before? Today, we're diving into the astonishing story of a young girl who didn't just feel these echoes. She remembered them with stunning clarity. Our story begins in a small, quiet town, where a little girl named Elara lived. From the moment she could talk, Elara was different. While other kids were learning their ABCs, Elara would speak of places she'd never been and people she'd never met. She'd describe ancient cities with towering columns, bustling markets filled with exotic spices, and sailing on vast, uncharted oceans. Her parents, at first, thought it was just a child's vivid imagination, a series of elaborate fairy tales she was creating for herself. They'd listen with loving smiles, chalking it up to her creative spirit, but as Elara grew older, her stories became more detailed, more specific. She'd talk about being a stonemason in ancient Egypt, feeling the sun beat down on her back as she carved hieroglyphs into a temple wall. She could describe the tools she used, the texture of the stone, and the names of her fellow workers. Then, in another moment, she'd recount life as a botanist in Victorian England, sketching rare flowers in a leather-bound journal. She spoke of the damp smell of the earth after a rainstorm, and the thrill of discovering a new species of orchid deep in the rainforest. The details were what baffled everyone. She knew historical facts she'd never been taught in school. She could speak phrases in languages she'd never heard. She once hummed a lullaby and, after some research, her parents discovered it was a forgotten folk song from 16th century Scotland. The coincidences were piling up, becoming too numerous to ignore. This wasn't just imagination. It felt like memory. Her parents decided to consult a historian, a specialist in cultural histories, expecting him to gently debunk Elara's tales. They brought Elara to meet him, and she spoke of her life as a silk weaver in Tang Dynasty China. She described the intricate process of raising silkworms, the feel of the fine threads between her fingers, and the specific patterns she wove into the fabric for the imperial court. She even named the emperor she served. The historian was speechless. The details Elara provided about the looms, the dyes, and the courtly protocols were incredibly accurate, some known only to a handful of experts in the field. He began documenting her accounts, cross-referencing her memories with historical records. Time and time again, the facts lined up. Elara remembered being a lighthouse keeper on a rugged coastline, a mapmaker on a galleon charting new worlds, a musician playing a lyre in ancient Greece. Each life was a complete tapestry of sights, sounds, and emotions. She didn't just remember facts, she remembered feelings. The joy of a wedding, the sorrow of a loss, the pride of a creation. Elara's story challenges our understanding of consciousness and time. Is it possible for memories to transcend a single lifetime? While science may not have a definitive answer, stories like Elara's invite us to wonder. They remind us that the human experience might be far grander and more mysterious than we can possibly imagine. Perhaps we are all a collection of stories just waiting to be remembered. What do you think? Could these be genuine memories from past lives? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the extraordinary. See you next time.